Several years ago, I got to take an ambulance ride to Northside Cherokee Hospital. I felt like the car at a NASCAR pit stop. I lost count of the number of nurses, 7 or 8, all needing something at the same time, and then 4 or 5 doctors before I was out of there the next day. But there was one thing that really stood out in my mind. Everybody who spoke to me in that hospital, at the end of the conversation, looked me right in the eyes and said, "I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better." The training in that hospital rivals Chick-fil-A on how to deal with people. Everybody said it. And I bring it up because we need to understand the power of that kind of simple human kindness to affect somebody's life. You might be a little nervous if you're in the ER. You might be wondering what's going to happen, what's wrong with me. And those few words just really help. Several months after I was released from the hospital, I was in line at the grocery store. My job is to buy what we're out of. I'm standing there with my 3 things we were out of, and noticed that the lady in front of me had on a Northside Cherokee uniform. It was an administrative uniform, not the scrubs that the nurses and doctors were wearing. And I said, "Oh, I see you work at Northside. I was a guest there a couple of months ago." And she looked me right in the eyes and said, "I hope you're feeling better." And then we chatted for a minute, and then she paid for her groceries. And before she left, she turned, looked me right in the eyes again, and said, "I'm glad you're feeling better." Now, those are powerful words. When you're struggling, when you're afraid, when you don't know what's coming, that simple act of human kindness can have a powerful effect on your life. The fact that that was trained into them does not diminish the power of those kinds of words. And so when people come into one of our clinics, we need to remember the power that we have to affect their lives for good with the words that we say. One of our mantras here is we treat the whole person. Whether you're a practitioner or an administrative support person, you have a part in treating the whole person with the words that you say. If they're stressed out and they're terrified and your words can encourage them a little bit, they're going to get a better outcome. And so let's learn to say things like, "I hope you feel better. I'm glad you're feeling better. You look like you've improved a lot since the last time you were in here." Something to encourage them and to help them have a better outcome.